All right, here we go. Welcome back. Our final guest is the spokesman for Jehovah's Witnesses. He's here today to share some important information about their Pursue Peace Convention. So please welcome to the show, Robert J. Hendriks III. You're always a great presence on the show. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. And
It's hard to believe you having us back. I'm getting used to this. Thank you, Dr. Bob. It's a pleasure. And talking about our conventions is really so important to us because we're the largest convention organization in the world. And people have wondered, well, where are your conventions? Back in 2020, we did suspend our in-person conventions for that year, 2020. And we performed a miracle within weeks, and that's getting a virtual convention up to the world in 500 different languages. And then subsequently, we've done that for the next 2 years. So this is our third year doing it. Next year, we'll be back to in-person conventions. But for now, this is the format we're working in, and we're very excited to be able to release this to the world.
And what is the theme? Are you going to be speaking about world peace, which is so much needed, so very badly needed at this point?
We are going to be speaking about world peace, but the theme is pursue peace. And what that means is that, we could be peaceful as individuals. You can just lock yourself up in your home and be at peace, right? But we're talking about being outside your home, being with your family, pursuing peace. It's a very different thing. Jesus is the Prince of Peace, and he wants us to be peaceful, not just in our hearts, which is where it starts, but in our families, in our communities, and ultimately, he wants global peace.
Yes. So at this convention, it's going to be held where?
Well, the convention is available to everyone online. It matches our 3-day conventions that we traditionally have annually. And so it's done in days, Friday morning and Friday afternoon, and Saturday morning sessions have already been released. This is our third session that's being released this week. And we'll release 3 more sessions in the course of the next several weeks. And so in all, we'll have 6 different sessions that will be available on jw.org, JW Library, which is free and available in iPhone or Android. We'll be also on Roku, JW Broadcasting on Roku, Apple TV. So we are widely available, and it's all free for anybody to access.
Yeah. And so there's no brick and mortar at this time, not yet.
There's not, and that is something we long for again. But we recognize that still with the BA.5 variant, it really is a course of wisdom to deliver this convention in the most safe way, and hopefully by next year we'll be back in venues again all around the world. Yeah,
and what makes this message so unique? When so many people are talking about it, sometimes it falls short. What makes it so unique with the?
That's a good question, because when you think about the term peace, peace has always been talked about. We've had international years of peace in the United Nations. We've had calls for peace and security. However, the difference between the peace that we're talking about, the major difference, is that our message is built on one basic principle, notwithstanding the nobility of organizations that want to have peace. And we recognize there are people who want peace and they're doing good things. But this is built on the principle that you cannot achieve true global peace through an organization of man. And that's really the principle. And so we start with ourselves. We start internally with peace in our own hearts, peace with our Creator. And then we work out from there: family, community, fellow worshipers, and so forth. And hopefully, in the future, our prayer is that global peace will be achieved through God's kingdom.
Yeah, and how can Bible principles help someone cultivate peace within their own home and community?
I think anybody who has really tried to apply Bible principles knows the answer to that question. But I'm going to give you an example. In our Friday afternoon session, we have an interactive, beautiful videos and talks related to the family. And it features actually a blended family, a family of a widow who married another widow. They got together and they put their families together. And it's a beautiful display of what the reality of this world, the reality of the Bronx, the fact that we have many blended families, and the fact that peace is robbed in many of those families because it's difficult to achieve peace. But we talk there about 4 things in that symposium. 1, show love and respect. 2, improve communication. 3, work as a team. And 4, worship God together. Those 4 points are discussed, are portrayed in a dramatization, and you come out of that and say, you know what, these are some tools I can use to apply Bible standards, Bible principles in my life and achieve peace, not only for myself, but for my family.
Talk about some of the resources that are available for people who would like to pursue peace.
Well, you know, if you go to jw.org and you put the word peace in the search, you'll find thousands of articles, thousands of videos on peace, peace in the family, peace in our hearts, global peace, the Prince of Peace, a God of peace. And so it really, those resources are available. We know that a lot of people don't read anymore. So there are 200,000 videos available in JW Library and on jw.org. And we're willing to share them at no charge anonymously to folks who are interested in going to that website or downloading our app, JW Library.
Yeah. And I think that peace begins with you,
No doubt.
Peace within your heart, peace within your family, peace within your community. And it just goes out, and you have to present that peace in everyday life and everything that you do.
Yeah, just like you do, Dr. Bob. We even, having so many different ones on your show, and getting our message out from different ways, and that kind of peace is being portrayed in a community, showing that we can all live together, right, and we can all respect each other's views. So it's a beautiful example.
Yeah. What would you tell people who would like to get more involved in Jehovah's Witnesses?
Well, we recognize that our message is not known by many. They know who we are. They've seen us on the street. So I would just go up to one of our brothers or sisters who are standing at a cart, ask them, well, what's this all about? Or go to jw.org, do it in the privacy of your own home, or download JW Library. And all of our publications, anything we've ever written, anything we've ever put together from a media standpoint is available on jw.org all the way back to 1950. So if you want to get a good understanding of who we are, it's there. And if you want to get a good understanding of God's word in the simplest and most interactive way, jw.org is really the website to do that.
That's where you go. Thank you so much. So are we going around? Are we knocking on doors again?
Well, we are knocking on doors of those who are inviting us. So, for example, I could call you, return visit Dr. Bob. We know each other, so I'd call you up and say, "Hey, Dr. Bob, can I come visit you?" And then I can go to your home. So we've opened Bible study, what we call return visits, those who are interested in our message. But as of yet, we haven't opened up knocking on doors randomly, if you will, going from house to house, which was our signature work. But we have opened up our carts around New York City, the Bronx, as we said in the last show, and all around the world. And we're eager to talk to folks again, person to person.
What's that website again?
jw.org.
jw.org. Robert Hendriks III, National Spokesperson for Jehovah's Witnesses. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Bob. It's been great being with you again.
Thank you. You're always welcome. All right, that about does it for us. Thank you for letting us share in this space and time with you. Always remember this: what you are is God's gift to you, and what you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice, so let your choice control the chooser. And I'll see you over 107.5 WVLS. For all of us here at Bronx, have a great and enjoyable day, and I'll catch you another day, another way. We love you all. Peace.